curve and assign it to the curve layer. Okay, nice. What I would like to do now is the final step, and that is to make a surface here. And that surface could be made with several different tools. The absolutely easiest one is to go for Freeform Blend, and I will do that right now. So let's search for Freeform Blend. And here we have it. And by default it says tangent here. Let's try that. I choose the input curves, green, yellow, and then we go down and click build. And it should build a surface that has tangent on both sides. In this case, it gives us a warning. Oh, this will be an awful surface here. It will have so many isoparms, so many small jumps that it exceeds 100, which is the default setting of number of spans here. But we could have a look at it. We say, yeah, okay. And here we have a proposal for a surface. So if we now shade this one as well, we actually have, if I hit F12, we could actually see an AirIntake there with tangent continuity. Maybe not perfect because we exceeded the maximum number of spans. So let's see if we could tweak this a little bit. First of all, the shape here has an influence on this. So if I work a little bit with the shape here and go for update, you could even turn on auto update, and then every time I tweak the settings here, it will do it instantly. And it will also do a warning instantly. Yeah, I know. Okay, so we could even ask for curvature. And if I do that, it will get even worse. And it means that it needs even more amount of flexibility here. And we can also see that the region that is tough is right here. And all of this is kind of depending on the original curves that we have been working with. So maybe we could go and tweak the original curve a little bit so it has a little bit more of smoothness here over this corner here. And I believe that might help. We could also change the shape a little bit and see what happens here if I go for the other direction. And yes, so it becomes more flat here, but it didn't really help us. So in this case, whatever we do here with the shape, it still have a huge amount of isoparms there. Okay, we could give it a go and see if it helps us anything by going back to the original curve here. So what I'm talking about here is the shape of this original curve. It's still linked. So we could actually go in here and tweak this a little bit. So if I choose move here and bring this down a little bit, it means that we will have a smoother edge there. And it looks differently. So if I bring this a little bit in X direction, so I get even more smoothness there. We kind of reshape, of course, this a lot, but I'm just curious if we would be able to kind of have a nicer surface there. Okay, let's see what kind of continuity we actually have here. So if we go for first the zebra shader, we could see that it looks a little bit jagged here. Remember that the tolerance down here is very important, and also the way of the tessellation method. So let's go for accurate. So I change this to accurate, and I go here for more polygons to smoothen out this. And we could see it's a little bit wobbly there. We could actually go for an extreme amount of polygons here. So we have a very, very nice zebra shader. Don't do this if you have a huge model. And we can see here that it looks a little bit funky, wobbly. But right here on the edge here, it's pretty nice. So if you look at the zebra stripes, it's flowing here quite nicely, connected and smooth. But let's see what another tool would say. So I go down here and click on Surface Continuity, and it says, oh, you don't even have positional. Sorry, mister. And if I do the same here, we actually have Curvature Continuous there. Maybe we could tweak a little bit for the options here for the Freeform Blend. So let's go back in history. And you could do that in several ways. I go for Query Edit. I think that is the easiest approach. I click on a surface and I get the option up for that one. So right now I would like to test to change another kind of shape here. So for side 2 here, bring it down so a little bit quicker. And for actually I would like to test the opposite. So make this even quicker here. And bring this out here so it's more flat, and it might help. Okay, not really. Okay, so now we have seen one possibility, and again we could have worked a little bit with the original parents, and I believe that that could help us, or I'm absolutely sure it will help. Also, the direction of this surface here is very important. So right now it's pointing inwards, which makes it very difficult to do this shape here. So we could also think about the possibility to flatten out this surface a little bit. Let's have a quick look at that. So if I bring back this original blend curve and go up and choose blend edit point here, and we could just move it a little bit in Y direction. So if I grab onto that middle point by making it white, let's zoom in. Okay, so I just would like to activate that one. And it has a huge struggle to do that. It's probably because we're looking through the surface here. So let's see if we go on this side maybe. Yeah, that's better. So it's active, it's white. And now if I hold down middle mouse, I could move this out a little bit. And then it updates everything. So it updates the surface here and calms it down. We could also change the direction a little bit. So I go for the blue here and make it a bit flatter, which means it might be easier to do the shape here. Did that help? I'm not sure about that. What more could we do? Yeah, maybe we could work a little bit with this parent curve in the back. So let's go for that and see what happens if I move a little bit. Actually, let's try another direction, because it might be easier to do that instead. So let's see what happens. I lost a little bit of space here. Maybe we should have moved all these back a little bit. So if I shift click these, I could move them all a little bit back to get more space here. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Now it would have plenty of space for shaping here. I'm not sure it's able to do it anyway, but let's see what the tools says. I go down and click on Surface Continuity, and now we have continuity there. What about here? Yeah, we got it. So on this edge here, we don't even have positional. And the reason for that is that the Freeform Blend is not really taking care of this edge here. But we were pretty close. So with this and a nice shading, and with the model turned off, it really looks nice. So it's a nice sheeting that we did there. So